Well, I'm here with junior Thomas Greeff to preview the upcoming tennis season. And I know it got started a little bit in the fall, but the bulk of the season is coming up here in the spring. And you came to Concordia via South Africa. Why don't we start out with how did you find out about Concordia and what convinced you to come here?
Well, I was searching for colleges. I wanted to go study in America, further my education, play some tennis at the same time. And then through that process, I found Concordia. And then I think one of the things that attracted me, Joel attracted me, what the school had to provide. And then I think that was like one of the main factors why I ended up here, not knowing much about Nebraska.
Had you been to any parts of the U.S. at all before
No.
coming here?
My family has, and they all told me, and I have family in California, but before I had never been here.
So how has your experience in this country and Nebraska maybe matched up with expectations that you had or that you'd heard about maybe from your family?
Nebraska has been super nice. People are super friendly. Other places of America has matched up to my expectations. Nebraska as well. Food, a lot of food.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What were those expectations as far as how I guess the people would be, the culture, the food?
Well, I didn't expect America to be so diverse, from California to New York to Nebraska and Arizona. Every state is just different. I don't know how to explain it, like a small country on its own.
What was the most difficult thing then for you to adjust to?
Maybe going to school in English. And everyone in English, yeah.
Sure. What were some of the aspects of the tennis program and just the university itself that helped you get a little bit more comfortable with your surroundings?
Just the facilities and the people from the team and stuff. So you're always with them, so they become friends and get really close. So they're like my family away from home, which has always helped, been nice. So I'm always thankful for my teammates.
You've been near the top of the singles lineup ever since you got here, really. How did you react to that responsibility, and was that what you kind of had in mind coming here?
Coming here, I didn't think I was going to play that high up, but when I got into that situation, I never let my stage as freshman or sophomore dictate, and I just try to play as good as I can and try and carry the team where I can, and hopefully others will do the same.
So you've had 2 seasons now at Concordia. What are the most important lessons you've learned from those years that are going to make you better this spring?
This spring, I think just to fight, never be intimidated. If someone has a ranking, it's just a number, it doesn't mean anything. If they're senior, freshman, that also doesn't mean anything, it's just about who wants to win.
As we mentioned, there was a tournament, a couple matches back in the fall to kind of lead into the spring. What did you see from your teammates, from yourself then, that gives you some positive encouragement going into the next match here coming up soon?
I just saw some of my teammates, their willingness to compete this season. It looks like it increased a lot from last season. And then the freshman Jeremy, he showed he likes to battle out, which was also really good. And Giovanni, he battled new people, they all battled. And the old teammates, they were also battling, which is really good.
So how encouraged have you been with some of the new freshmen and what have you seen from them?
I just try to practice, maybe to pick on them a bit, encourage them to beat me. And I mean, the better they get, the more they'll push me. And the better I play against them, the more I push them. So I hope that we can just push each other the whole season, keep on breaking our boundaries and improve.
Well, the team last season reached the conference semifinals. What do you think it's going to take to possibly make another step this year?
I think it's all just going to come down to we're just going to have to try and carry each other through the matches. If someone's having a bad day, we're just going to have to cheer them and get them going, because everyone's going to have to deliver.
We'll go to more of the quick questions, the short answer. What's your favorite thing about being on the tennis team here?
Probably my teammates, the little family we've created. You can put it that way. Yeah.
Well, we talked about you being from South Africa. What's become your favorite meal here in the U.S.?
A lot of the stuff we had, but one thing I've started to enjoy at breakfast is probably biscuits and gravy, something we didn't have back home.
Well, what is something back home then, in terms of meals that you wish you had here?
I think probably one of my favorite things would be biltong, which is similar to jerky but not the same.
What? I know rugby is something popular there, right?
It's really big, yeah.
What's your experience with that?
Well, in high school I played a bit, but I'm a bit on the small side, so that doesn't always go good. But I like rugby. I watch it as much as I can, every time possible, yeah.
So what age did you pick up tennis?
Tennis, probably when I got into, you can say age 10, I decided I'm going to play tennis, and did tennis, some other sports, and at the age 14, 16, tennis was about all I did.
Who's a famous athlete or celebrity that you'd want to meet?
If I could meet someone, it would probably be Usain Bolt. I don't know, just being the fastest man in the world or something.
How about a favorite band or singer?
Band or singer? Mumford & Sons would probably be, yeah.
What's the last movie that you saw?
The last movie? Well, I watched the beginning of a movie the other night with some of the video children, but that's like, I didn't even know what it was about, I slept.
Well, if people, friends or family back home ask you what life is like at Concordia, what are some of the first things that come to mind?
Cold, snow, winter, but friendly, people always around, always something to do.
Were you able to go home over Christmas break then?
This Christmas break was the first time I didn't go home. I just spent it in California with the family.
Well, what's something fun then that you got to do over the break?
Over the break? Well, I was surfing a few times with my cousin. He was trying to teach me a bit.
And this is the last one, superpower that you'd most like to have.
Superpower? Maybe knowledge, just know everything.